Hi guys, today I am going to show you how to turn your brushes from this into this. I am going to show you 3 ways of cleaning your makeup brushes depending on your situation. I will put the timestamps for the 3 different ways in the description box so that you can easily refer to it throughout the video. The 3 ways will be from a quick swap between colors way to a not so quick but not that long disinfectant type of way to a thorough deep cleaning of your brushes. So whether you're interested in learning how to clean your brushes or you just want to see if you can pick up some quick tips, keep watching and I hope you enjoy the video. The first way of cleaning your makeup brushes that I want to show you is just the quick and easy swap between colors in the middle of your makeup look method. So that is when you start using one color, for example, and you get a lot of color on your makeup brush and you quickly want to swap to a different color, but you don't want to go and first wash your brushes. So then you use something like the Sigma switch, or you can get, this is my travel one, I bought this one from Sephora, that's the lid, and you can just quickly clean your brushes on that. It doesn't remove all the color, it doesn't completely clean your brush. So this one specifically says that's for highlight, that's for blush. I kind of like mixing them just to get most of the color off from the lighter parts to the deeper parts. This one is for wet products, so I don't use that for eyeshadow brushes, but if you just swirl it around on this mat, then you can see you get most of the color off of that brush, and you can just quickly and easily dive into your next color without having to apply the previous color on the same brush. Let me just show you this one as well. This one I like throwing it in the car so that I have a brush cleaner with me at all times when I go out. You can see if you look close by, it doesn't remove all the color from the brush, but it does do a well enough job to switch between colors if you're in a hurry and your mid makeup application. What I used to do before I had these is I would just take a makeup wipe and just let it dry a bit, and between my makeup applications I would just clean it off on the dry makeup wipe, and most of the color would normally get out of the brush. I don't normally do this with my more expensive brushes because I don't think it's good for the brush to press it down as much, but it also helps to just quickly get that basic color off of the brush. So that's it for the first method. It's not a very thorough clean, but it's quick and easy to jump between brushes when you are busy with your makeup application. So where I would normally use my first method the most, this method is a bit more thorough cleaning, so I don't use it as often, but it is a great way of disinfecting your brushes in a quick and a bit more thorough way without having to do the deep clean of your eyeshadow brushes. So you can use some rubbing alcohol. I use this one. It's a very high alcohol content, isopropanol. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And I just pour some of that into a small bowl. And all you do is you just press your makeup brushes in there, just rub it around a bit. Basically just wash it in that alcohol. And this is especially great if you do makeup for other people, if you're a makeup artist, or if you often do makeup for your friends, because this properly disinfects your makeup brushes. And then what I like to do is I just like to rub them off on a paper towel a bit, and then I leave them to dry. They dry very quickly because it's alcohol, it evaporates very fast. And this is just a nice way of getting your makeup brushes clean to the point where you can avoid infections. Look at all that color coming out there. And because they don't stay wet that long, if the alcohol gets into the head of the brush, it won't cause damage that easily because the bristles will dry quickly and there is less risk of the bristles falling out. You'll see it's cleaner, it's not a thorough clean, but it's great for disinfecting. So this is also a great way of cleaning your makeup brushes when you're in a hurry and you don't often get time to thoroughly clean your eyeshadow brushes. So there we have the second method. It's a bit faster than the first one, but it cleans a bit more thoroughly. You can leave it for about 60 seconds to dry, maybe 2 minutes, and then they're ready to go. Okay, now for deep cleaning your brushes. Now this I would do not more often than once a month, probably more like once every 6 months. I have about half a cup of warm water, and then I add about a tablespoon of dishwashing liquid. This is just a blue German brand. I'll stir that in. That will help the greasiness from your face makeup products to break down a bit better. And then 1 tablespoon of white kitchen vinegar. I'll just add that in there as well. Stir it in and mix it well. That also helps with breaking down the fat and the oiliness in the makeup brushes. And the vinegar also helps to soften your makeup brushes, so it acts as a conditioner. And then I just basically start putting my brushes in there. I try not to let them lie down. Try to pack them in as quickly as possible to prevent too many liquids from going up the brush shafts. So I like using this method for my foundation brushes, powder brushes, and for eyeshadow brushes. You can just put them all in there. Those you can just leave for about half an hour so that the cleaning solution can do its trick and just seep into all the dirt and the grime in the makeup brushes. Okay, it's been about half an hour, give or take. I hope my lighting, my audio is okay in here. I'm just going to take the brushes after they've set for a while, and then I'm going to wash them and rinse them over some running water. So I have this glove from Sigma. You can use your hand if you don't have a a wash tool like this, but I would highly recommend getting one to wash your brushes because they really get the dirt off a lot better than with your hands. And then I just wash them all over against the, I don't know, the glove. And I just get all that gunk out of there, all the, this is my foundation brush, so it probably has the most stickiness in there. And then I just wash it off until all of the soap is out and all of that foundation is out. I have a little jar that I just put the clean brushes in. I put it face down so that the water runs downwards. And I just put it in there until all of the brushes are clean, and then I'm going to pack it out on a towel. I'm just working my way through all the brushes. Don't worry, I'm not going to show them all to you because it'll take forever. I just try to squeeze out most of the water before I put it in the jar, just to help it dry quicker. You can see there's a lot of dirt coming out of brushes. And it's a lot more than you would normally get out from just using a switch or just quickly washing it in some alcohol. Okay, now that I've done washing them, I basically, after I dried them out, I just squeezed all the water out of them over the basin. Then I just try to sort of shape them a bit so that they don't lose their original shape or look weird or funny when they're dry. And then I just pack them out on a drying rack like this. Not a drying rack, a clean towel. Something I did forget to mention while I was busy washing is if you see that it still needs a little bit of extra clean, you can just use a gentle soap or a bit of micellar water just to get that extra last bits of grease or foundation off of the brush. And then I just pack them all out like this, and then I leave it overnight to dry. I have everything packed out now. I'm not going to use my makeup tonight. If I have to use makeup before these are dry, I do have some backup brushes, but these need to dry properly before you use them, otherwise they lose their shape and they're not as fluffy and soft as they should be. So I will be back tomorrow morning to come and show you the final results. It is now the next morning and my brushes had a chance to properly dry out throughout the night. You can see the brushes are nice and fluffy again and they're nice and clean. They look so much better and they're very soft again. And that is because of the vinegar, which also, I can't remember if I mentioned it, but the vinegar also helps to disinfect the brushes. And you can see the eyeshadow brushes also look a lot better. This one I think is a bit stained, but you can see they look a lot better than they did. And that's a wrap for the brush washing video. If you have any tips or tricks for washing your brushes, please feel free to share them in the comments. And then I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you next time. Bye!